Referrals are a key source of new business opportunities in the small business market. When you are exploring sales and saying the right things in your journey to success, you identify the easiest sale as being the client that calls you and asks you to do business. So if that's the easiest sale, wouldn't the second easiest sale be off of a referral, off of a known and trusted client who would like you to do business with somebody else? When I work with producers and I'm in front of a producer group, I ask the question, how many of you are asking for 2 referrals a week? And you'd be amazed at how few hands go up in the room. And then I ask the question, why? The response that I get usually relates to a level of discomfort. Either they feel it's unprofessional, or it changes the relationship in a way they don't want it to go, where they've been the provider and now they're asking for help. What they fail to understand, and what we often lose sight of, is that our clients, our best clients, who trust us the most, want to help us. And they want to do so for a number of reasons. First and foremost, they like to share that which they feel good about. And they like other people to share those good feelings. So when we ask for a referral, what we're actually doing is giving them permission to validate their good feelings about doing business with us. Here's a fact that's absolutely mind-boggling. If we ask on a consistent basis for 10 referrals a month, studies show that we'll get 80% of those will get a positive response, meaning that 8 will get 8 positive responses. Half of those positive responses will give us more than 1 referral. So let's be conservative and say, of the 4 that give us more than 1 referral, they give us 2. That's a total of new 12 opportunities every single month if we're asking consistently. Of those 12 opportunities, 6 will do business with us within the first year. Now, what's that worth? I don't know what it's worth, but it's worth a lot more than the business we're not going to get from not asking for referrals. So how do we do it? We've all sold off of a referral before. We get them unsolicited because we're doing such a good job. Imagine how many you get if you ask. And we recognize that what the client is doing is giving us the trust and credibility that we've established with him or her and transferring that for us to the new relationship. Brian Tracy calls it the law of correspondence. And it simply says, if I trust Bill and Bill trusts Jim, I trust Jim. So how do you do it? And how do you do it consistently so you have the impact that you're looking for? It's not a complicated process unless we make it one. It's not a psychological bend unless we make it one. The easiest way to ask for a referral is to first identify who you're going to ask the referral from. And why not make it easy on yourself and pick your best clients, pick your best relationships. Look at the relationships you have, not just within your existing book of business, but also in the networks that you associate with and the people you know. Think about all the hands you've shaken and babies you've kissed. Think about all the people that are in your circle of influence who would be willing to help if you asked. Think about your best client and what makes that relationship so sound. Now think about approaching him or her and simply stating, we've done business for a while together. I really treasure the relationship that we've developed. Who do you know, like yourself, that would benefit by the same level of service that I provide? It really is that easy. Now, you're likely to get a number of responses. 80% of the time, they'll say yes and here. If you ask them face-to-face rather than over the phone, often they'll get on the phone and call the person that they're referring you to. When we talked about niche marketing, we talked about developing a list of likely prospects. It's a great idea to have that list in your hip pocket because sometimes they'll say to you, geez, who are you looking for? And we have to help them think. So pull out the list, show them the names, and ask, is there anybody on this list that you know that I should be talking to? Or conversely, is there anybody on this list that I should stay away from? That's the easy part. I think. Where referrals go bad is not in the asking. It's not in the qualifying necessarily. It's after you get the referral. What happens next determines whether the referral is going to be professionally pursued or not. And if the answer is not, you can bet your bones that that referral source will not be a provider of referrals in the future. Here's why. When the referral provider gave you, in a little package, the trust, integrity, and credibility that you've established, and allowed you to communicate that to somebody they also trust and value, if we don't follow up, or if we leave the referral provider out of the loop, they have made an investment, and we have to let them know what's happening with their investment. Many producers get so excited when they get a referral that their first thought is to hop on the phone and call the referral provider. Hi, Scott Primiano, buy for me, buy for me. I just met with Jim, and Jim said I should buy. What does that sound like? It sounds like a cold call. It sounds pushy, it sounds a little desperate, and it sounds a little aggressive. So our next step in the process is first to thank the referral provider. Send a handwritten note. They're back in vogue. To say thank you for trusting me enough. Copies of what that referral thank you letter looks like appear on the Polestar website in the library, and we have a slew of them. Pick, choose, cut, paste. It's better to be a pirate than a pioneer. The next step is to send the referral a letter rather than hop on the phone. What we're trying to do is differentiate our approach from that they're used to getting. There's copies of those referral approach letters in the library as well. And a typical letter would sound like this. Your name came up in a conversation I was having with Jim at Farmers. Jim suggested that I meet you to talk about what we've done at Farmers and to investigate the possibility of doing the same for you. Attached is my business card. Attached is a brochure. Attached is my biography. Now that's a wonderful letter, but what makes the letter powerful is CCing, provide a courtesy copy to the person that gave you the referral, and the letter with a statement such as, in a few days, I will call you to formally introduce myself. Now I'm going to copy the referral provider, Jim in this case. I'm going to send him a copy of the letter, I'm going to send the referral a copy of the letter, and I'm going to sit back and wait a couple of days. Now while I'm waiting, guess what's happening? Jim is contacting the person I've been referred to, or the person I've been referred to is contacting Jim and saying, who's the dude and why are you sending him to me? Jim will actually, in the course of that conversation, set the stage for a welcome introduction. Referral harvesting is the most efficient way to introduce yourself into a new business relationship. It allows you to skip all of the hunting, all of the rock turning, all of the bush beating, and launch right into a sound, stable, incredible relationship where the trust and value is already established.